that's a tremendous looking trophy.
Hello and welcome to Platinum Explosion, number one PlayStation podcast in the Oceanias. My name's Dylan Blight, and joining me, as always, Ashley Hobley.
Hey, John, excited to be here talking about PlayStation in a positive light.
Yeah, what's happening?
Nothing, you know.
That counts as positive.
I definitely didn't appear on a PAX panel where I was very disparaging towards a certain company. Definitely don't listen to the former players.
What was it about trophies you said on the...
I said they're a little bit classist, you know.
Classist.
Yeah. Everybody talks about how great platinum trophies are, but, you know, every trophy counts, you know. We shouldn't just care about these psychos who, like, have to 100% every single video game they play, you know what I mean?
I'm well aware every trophy counts. I don't know if you know that's a slogan I've invented.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you may have heard it before.
It does ring. It didn't sound familiar when I said it, but you know.
Also, I'd like to point out that when they were arguing on that, another thing, things just keep coming to me about that panel, right? There was like a point where, like, old mate was like, no one, Xbox, not to defend Xbox here, but it was like, no one, like, you get a platinum trophy, people go for platinum. No one cares about the getting, what do you even say? What do Xbox people say? They say they got 1,000 game score. That's it. They every game has 1,000 points. That's it. They say, I got 1,000 game score in this. Like, I hear people say it all the time. I've listened to Xbox podcasts where people say it. It's not as exciting as saying it's got a platinum trophy, but that is, like, people will be like, I got the 1,000 game score. Just saying. All right, not much to talk about this week. I don't know if that's shocking or not, but it's the truth.
What a surprise from PlayStation.
All right, start with this one. So PlayStation has announced it's got a concert event happening in 2025. In the announcement, PlayStation said that it's called PlayStation Concerts, and it will bring groundbreaking live music. It will be a groundbreaking live music event that brings the most iconic gaming soundtracks to life. The trailer and announcement video show God of War, Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, The Last of Us Part 2, and Ghost of Tsushima. The synopsis says, experience a stunning fusion of multi-layered visuals, immersive surround sound, and an all-star ensemble blending classical and modern instruments, legendary scores from composers like Gustavo Santaolalla, Last of Us, Joris de Man, Horizon, Ilan Shiraki, Ghost of Tsushima, and Bear McCreary for God of War, will reach new heights in a deeply immersive live concert experience. So currently this is only announced for a bunch of European places. Nowhere America, nowhere Australia. What do you reckon? Do you reckon this is just? Do you reckon they're going to wait and see how it does there first, or?
I think so. You know, see how the numbers do, and then they'll go to America, and maybe they'll come here. You know,
would you want to go to
it? Yeah, I guess. You know, just to report on it. You know, I mean, it'd be a cool experience. You know, I don't. You know, I've never been to one of those. They say it's groundbreaking, but they're pretty common. You know, these shows where they play music from either they play the score of the movie live, or they play pieces of music from like the TV show or something live, and that kind of stuff. I don't think it's particularly groundbreaking, but
I would say that a video game company hasn't toured one before, as far as I'm aware.
No,
but like. John Williams plays his own stuff. Hans Zimmer plays his own stuff. They do these Final Fantasy concerts and whatever else.
Oh, yeah, Final Fantasy. There's like 20 concerts
that,
every year.
Yeah, they tour that shit. So
yeah. Didn't you go to one just to play where they play piano?
Yep. Just the piano.
That was the thing that was different about this concert. Yep. It was only piano. No other instruments.
Yep. They had one on in just before PAX as well this year.
Yeah.
So
other instruments though.
Other instruments, that's true. They decided to add one more in, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's your level of what level are you at? You're at the, like, let's say it was only announced for Melbourne. You want to go to Melbourne, or
no. Unless it lined up with something else, you know. Yeah.
So it would be it needs to be in Brisbane.
It needs to be a minimal effort kind of event.
Yeah.
Excitement. Yeah. I'm sure they'd come here, you know.
I don't know. Do you reckon if they brought it to Australia, they would?
If they do it in Australia, they're going to hit at least the East Coast.
So Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne. Those three.
Yeah. Hopefully.
That's what you're hoping, yeah.
Or they'll maybe like cheap out and go Gold Coast.
Yeah.
So I'll just have to drive.
Would you go to Gold Coast? Would that be
I would
still
go to the
acceptable?
Gold Coast.
Okay, that's acceptable
Distance.
Okay. You realize how privileged you sound saying elder this, because either way I have to get the fucking jet plane. You know what I mean?
There is no way this event will happen in Tasmania.
No, 100% not. Yeah, I'd be keen though. I definitely I think it would be very cool to watch. If they did it. If it's as cool as I picture it in my head, as cool
How
as
do you picture it?
Well, I just think like obviously it's an orchestra and it's just it's the videos and well edited videos. Like they're not just playing the trailers and doing songs. Like they're newly edited like gameplay footage that works well with the.
But then it's not it doesn't seem like it's just a person playing the game.
No, I reckon maybe they got like someone dressed up as a character running around stage or something like that.
Okay, someone doing interpretive dance.
Maybe, yeah.
In uniform, in cosplay.
You reckon that PlayStation for this sort of thing wouldn't be like, let's have someone come out as like Aloy, like and run around for a second?
Maybe. I mean, they say it's going to be groundbreaking, so that would be groundbreaking.
Experience a stunning fusion of multi-layered visuals, immersive surround sound, and all-star ensemble blending classical musical instruments. Fucking Joel's on stage, something comes out of a golf club and goes, let's do it live.
It's the sound,
Yeah.
What soundtrack could they pull out that would make you pop? Because obviously they're leading with the big hitters, all the modern stuff, all the soundtracks that everybody knows.
I think in my ranking of those, I would say that to me, and I know that the top two would probably be reversed for a lot of people, but I think that I would say the Last of Us soundtrack's number one for me. Then I'd put the God of War one. Then I would go Ghost of Tsushima and I'd put Horizon last. I think Horizon's the least memorable. Like I can't picture a particular musical moment I can't hear it. I can hear a fuck ton of Last of Us, especially the first game, which they reuse some of the themes, like Gustavo uses some themes, but obviously it's heavy.
No, I can think of the Horizon theme though. The constant thing you hear in all the trailers,
I honestly can't.
No,
it's weird.
Okay.
I can think of one Ghost of Tsushima song
stuff,
that's like just like very like samurai sounding thing, obviously. And then I think God of War is probably what most people would put more into.
I'm surprised they would put Spider-Man in here.
That one. Maybe it's something to do with the Marvel thing. I don't know.
Licensing, possibly.
Maybe they just want to do. Maybe they just want to do more of their actual like these are the ones they own.
I guess, but they own it technically.
It is technically true.
Sony's so closely tied with Spider-Man, so
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
who knows? Maybe they could add something else. Maybe this is just.
But like, would you pop if they like?
It does say and more.
Yeah,
to be fair.
But like, would you pop if like they start playing the Crash Bandicoot theme?
No.
Parappa the Rapper comes out.
I'm honestly I'm like for PlayStation. I'm like that's fine. Like modern PlayStation, that's fine.
That's enough. You don't need anything else.
I feel like there's enough like really good music between those games.
Yeah, but you can go like dip in like every once in a while for something else,
Play some Astrobot.
Oh, they need some Astrobot. Just give us some fucking Astrobot.
Yeah, that's the only other thing I'd say.
Yeah.
Add Astrobot in.
You better sing all 4 songs.
SD.
Yeah.
That would be the only other one I would say.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm pretty fine with that. Because, and again, if you start throwing out things like Crash and stuff, I'm like, yeah, but now you're just thinking like classic Sony, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really care. Like, if you want to keep it just keep it modern, right?
What about Uncharted?
That'd be
some Uncharted music.
Yeah.
To have Nathan Drake running through a burning building.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. They could have Uncharted. Yeah, that's another one. Isn't it sad that my brain didn't even think of like Uncharted's that dead to me? Or not, just like
it's just been so long.
Far gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bloodborne would be good. Not memeing, but Bloodborne does have a lot of good music. So That ain't gonna happen though. Then
You
they'll be
never
like,
know.
they would have to
It's like
acknowledge
any
the
blood
existence
bet,
of Bloodborne.
any sad boys in the house
Yeah.
tonight. Here's one for you.
We're
Bloodborne
gonna play the old hunters. Shout out. We're just gonna do it a little bit slower, so it's in 30 frames though. So all right, but Spider-Man, let's talk a little bit about Spider-Man. So 2 stories for Spider-Man this week. Firstly, these all both come from the same PS blog post, to be completely honest. But so the first one was that they have announced that there would be no DLC for the game. On the PS blog, they said, we're delighted to bring all over previously released post-launch content to the PC version, which we'll talk about in a second, including new game plus new seats and color variants, photo mode features, and more. We're also delighted to announce that there'll be a Flying Fresh Suit Pack, a charity collab with non-profit gamer heads, will be available on PS5 players on October and PC at no additional cost. However, we have no additional story content planned for Marvel Spider-Man 2. That surprise you at all?
Not really. I
It's been
mean,
ages.
it's been over 12 months.
Mhm.
They never announced that there would be.
Mhm.
Whereas they obviously had like a season pass for the first
That
game.
season pass for the first game, yeah.
I just feel like they're moving on to if whatever stuff that they want to do for another Spider-Man game, they're going to put in the next Spider-Man game.
Mhm.
Whether that is a numbered Spider-Man game or a smaller title like Miles Morales.
I mean, I just take it that like if a bunch of people aren't working on DLC, then there's a bunch of people that are working on X-Men, right?
On Wolverine.
Wolverine, sorry. You know.
Yeah, they've got like multiple projects that they're working on. I'm not too
Yeah.
concerned.
Who cares about DLC? Yeah. I saw it in the.
It'd be
like,
cool, but you know,
I saw some people disappointed with this news. I'm like,
Like,
let's be real.
this
Did
is
you really
bullshit.
think there was DLC coming?
They only gave us a 20-hour game. It's terrible.
It's fine.
I think people are like, we enjoyed The City Never Sleeps, right? But a lot of people did not. I think, you know, people are like...
Most people said that DLC wasn't good.
Yeah.
So, and again, like, played it, enjoyed it.
Mhm.
It's fine.
Necessary.
It's like, whatever. It was necessary to play, as it turned out.
Yeah.
Still think of all the people starting my Spider-Man 2 going, what happened to...
Oh my God, that's crazy that she came back.
She turned
Into a crazy murderous vigilante.
Yeah. Where'd that happen?
Mhm.
DLC, my dude.
But yeah, you know,
yeah, so that didn't shock me at all.
do the next thing. It's fine.
And then I mean, I don't have much to say, but it's coming out on PC.
Whoa! Incredible.
Now, the only thing that people have said about this, January, by the way, sorry, it comes out January. The only thing I've seen people say is, for the people who get really upset about this sort of stuff, was the, oh no, it's the last like exclusive to PlayStation game that's now on PC. And I'm like, I don't care.
That's not true. There's like a ton of exclusive PlayStation games that aren't on PC.
PS5 games, I think maybe someone meant.
Okay, maybe that.
Yeah. I think they were saying like every PS5 game's now on PC, which I'd believe. That wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. I think, what, Ghosts? Oh, Ghost wasn't even on.
Ghost
the
is
first
PS4, so.
Yeah. What that really tells you is we haven't had enough PS5 exclusive.
Well, yeah, what that really tells me is something I didn't need to be told because I already fucking knew it, which is that there's no PS5 games.
Exclusives from Sony first party studios.
There's no Sony PlayStation games. Is what that tells me.
Wait. It's not true. Astrobot's not on PC.
No, ain't true.
So suck it, people. You're wrong. I don't think... I have a feeling Astrobot won't come to PC.
You don't reckon?
No.
I reckon they will. Not until oh no, like 12 months from now.
I don't know. I don't think they need to. That's one they're like, obviously because it's so closely tied to PlayStation.
Yeah, but
so maybe we just keep it. There's no.
All right, here's what they're going to do. They're going to do Astrobot DLC. We know that. 12.
Have you played the Astrobot DLC?
The one that dropped this week? No, I haven't done it.
No.
The level. It's just one level.
Yeah. I will say, cool idea that they're releasing a level every week.
Yeah, a level of a week. Yeah,
I haven't touched it yet, but
I've seen some videos. People are already.
I've seen people doing it too fast already. So
Yeah. But no, that's I reckon a year after the final DLC. If they only do one DLC, Final Fantasy DLC, a year after that it releases.
All right, we'll
hear it here first.
We'll see if Dylan's wrong or not. History will be the judge.
Wrong show. All right, and then final thing for this week is the God of War series that Sony Pictures has been working on with Amazon MGM Studios for Prime Video is basically starting again. Showrunners have left the project. So Rafael Judkins was set to be the showrunner for the series, but Deadline has reported that he's left the project, and as have executive producers Hawk Ostby and Mark Fergus. Apparently, Amazon, according to Deadline Prime, that everyone liked the script and everything, and they praised the script, Sony and Prime. But creative differences was the wording. How does this make you feel about the series?
I mean, whatever. I'm not in any rush for a God of War TV series like I think some other people are, I'm sure that obviously I think it's pretty hard to do a bad take, arguably, as long as you stick pretty close to what the most recent games are. But I guess it depends on, I think there's probably a lot of factors like budget, what games they want to do, how much of the history do you want to dive into.
They're like, we're adapting Chains of Olympus. They're like, no, the 2018 one. No, Chains of Olympus.
Chains of Olympus. I mean, this script is great, but it's not what we wanted you to do.
Yeah.
So it could be as simple as that.
Game. Well, we hate
we want the child.
Yeah. That's the one people like. So, we want Kratos sexually abusing women. No, we do not.
Quit.
Yeah. It's sort of, I mean, after obviously the Horizon thing fell apart at Netflix, this is now having problems, For a while there, it seemed like everything was coming up.
Yeah, PlayStation's like, oh, we didn't know how to do everything.
Yeah.
We're great. But now reality struck, Delays. Just like PlayStation.
Which is good because they're like, for stage there, I was like, damn, they're gonna adapt all their games faster than they can put them out. So now they got time.
Yeah.
Come up with something.
I don't think there's any rush to,
I don't really care. I'm going to be honest. Like, God of War is not like, I'm so like, I don't really care for this TV series.
Just cut the cutscenes together. Just cut the cutscenes together. Maybe like animate a few in between bits. Stick it out as an animated project. The dummies and who don't play video games will just eat it up and not realize it's a video game.
I think it's also, I think it's one of those other things where I'm just like I know that like graphics look really good, and like there's obviously mocap, and it's like he looks really good. But I'm like, every time I picture Kratos in live action with the red and all that, I'm just like, it looks weird. Like it just doesn't.
I don't think it's gonna work. I haven't seen a God of War cosplay and been like,
that's really
I could see it.
Looks good. Yeah. And
I mean, it's cool and stylized, but it's like I could watch you for 10 hours.
It's also just the fights. Like I'm just like, the fights are so. I mean, especially like think of the first fight in the first game. It's just it's basically anime, right?
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous. Like, how do you do that in live action? I don't.
Yep.
Without blowing your entire budget on the first episode. That's the.
I mean, that's the thing. I feel like probably the script is like some crazy fight every single episode. It's like we can't afford to do this,
Yeah, and there's just like a lot of crazy shit that happens in it. So.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. All right, that'll do it for this fortnight's even. Yeah. Episode of Polite Persuasion, of course. Thank you for listening. Check out explosionout.com for all the other stuff over there. All the other podcasts, of course, our weekly gaming podcast, Arcade Couch, if you're not listening to that. Head on over to X/Twitter, explosionout.com/Twitter takes you there. Explosionout.com/support takes you to our Ko-fi page. You can support us there if you would like. And hopefully, I don't know, to be honest, Nothing's happening until fucking Game Awards. I just doubt it. Just nothing. We're on a month of nothing till the Game Awards.
Yeah, we assume when they'll be like, here's more Ghost of Yotai.
Some shit like that, yeah.
You know? But you never know. They might.
Never know, but I'll say right now, I wouldn't be shocked if there's not much to talk about in 2 weeks as well. All right, bye.